Last thing I want to talk to you about is when people should get to the courthouse as quickly as possible. There are some cases where filing suit has very big advantages, and you want to do it earlier rather than later in these types of cases. Now, there are certain cases where the company has control of all the documents that are important and critical to winning the case. Unfortunately, this is a lot of cases. But if you know that there are documents out there that were filled out right after your accident, if you know that there's equipment that wasn't working right or that needed to be repaired and that caused your accident, a lot of times getting to a lawyer quickly is very important so that that evidence can be preserved or those documents can be saved. In addition to preserving evidence, that includes taking photographs of damaged areas, it includes saving documents like I talked about, it includes making sure that any equipment that wasn't working right, that tests are done to it before it all gets fixed. In addition to doing all that, one very important reason to file suit early is to control your medical treatment. Now, people will say, you know what, they're paying for my doctor, I'm just going to keep on going to my doctor. Well, sometimes they'll stop paying when the doctor recommends a surgery. And we have a lot of clients who come into us and they say, the doctor treated me for a while, he did some tests, he's now talking about doing surgery, and the company's refusing to pay for it. Now, the advantage to already having an attorney at that point is that we can run over to the courthouse, we can run over to the judge with motions, and we can make them pay for that surgery sometimes. That gets your treatment done quicker, it gets you the medical treatment you need. A lot of times people who don't have attorneys have to come in, they have to file their suit, they have to wait 3 to 6 months before the court can set up a hearing on that surgery issue. So sometimes if you do have a serious medical case, it is best to have your suit filed so that you always have the ability to bring the company to court right away if they start cutting off your medicals. Now, a couple more points I want to make about filing suit early. Now, one obvious point is you're going to get your case resolved quicker the sooner you file suit. So sometimes it is important, if it's important to you to get the case resolved quicker, a lot of times filing suit does help you because you're going to have to do certain things during the suit. They take time, depositions have to be taken, and you cannot resolve your case usually until all that work is done. So if you want to get that done earlier, it's going to mean that you get your case resolved quicker. The final point I want to make about filing your suit earlier is that it does give the company less time to get videotape on you, to control your medicals, to build their case by speaking to witnesses. Generally speaking, the longer a case goes on or the longer a claim goes on, the more it favors the company. You want to preserve the evidence as quick as you can in certain cases. You want to control the medicals as quickly as you can in certain cases. And in a lot of cases, you want to get in and get out of the courthouse and move on with your life. That's why sometimes it's best to file suit early.